People are interested in linguistics for all sorts of reasons, but my uninterest since the beginning, for 50 years, has been as a way of exploring some aspects of human higher mental faculties and ultimately of human nature, which should show up in every domain, not just in... language happens to be one of the few areas where you can study very core human capacities, unique and core human capacities in a very intense way and achieve some results that go beyond superficial understanding. In most areas it's very hard to do it, but this is one area in which you can. At the core of this capacity for language, it's been recognized for centuries, is a kind of what was sometimes called a creative aspect, the free ability to do what you and I are doing, to express our thoughts without limit, within constraints, but without limit, in novel ways and so on. That's somehow a fundamental part of human nature. It's the core of Cartesian philosophy, was this ability, for example. Well, similar questions arise in every aspect of human capacity, and again, it's traditional. So David Hume, 250 years ago, pointed out that the foundation of morals must be what we nowadays call generative grammar. He didn't call it that, but it must be some set of principles that we're capable of applying in novel situations, again, without limit. And he pointed out these principles have to be part of our nature because there's no way to acquire them from experience. In theory, you can learn something about these aspects of human nature, and that, moving over to the domain of human affairs, including politics, but personal life or anything else, anyone who takes any stand on anything, say if you're in favor of keeping things the way they are, or some minor reform or revolution or whatever it may be, if you're serious about it, if you're acting as a kind of a moral agent, you think what you do should meet certain minimal moral standards. You're taking that position because you think it's good for people. It's going to somehow conform. It's going to bring out and amplify and offer possibilities for their fundamental nature to express itself. Well, at that point, there's a theoretical connection, but it's pretty abstract. Because when you deal with anything as complex as human beings, you're always on the surface. In fact, we can't answer questions like this about insects. It'll be a long time, if ever, before one can have anything like scientific understanding of any questions like these.